Texas Tech and Arkansas. John Calipari had a lot of people take a lot of shots at him throughout the year. Early on, people said he's lost it. They overpaid for this roster, blah, blah, blah. They're in the second weekend. All is well. They're taking on a Texas Tech team that I always feel like is just kind of under the radar, but is really quietly good. This is a fun matchup coming up. I really have no idea. This is a game I wouldn't bet with McCall's money, but Mike Latula, give me your vibe on Arkansas, Texas Tech.
Well, my vibe is it's not just like a, hey, we're happy to be here thing for Coach Cal. I think he's been reinvigorated a little bit with going back to maybe his roots as more of an underdog. Because I do think that the two things that he does really well is he gets buy-in and he can motivate. And when you have those two components and you have some dogs on your team, like I think Arkansas does, that can be a damn good recipe when it comes together. So I think, when you looked at the St. John's game, I think it really stood out how, freakish athletically they are, especially in the front court, and how they can hold their own there. And that's why I'm so fascinated to see this matchup with that front court and Toppin, and see who wins that out. And because I think Toppin's going to make them work. And so, yeah, I mean, I think I go back to the buy-in piece because something I think that's been overlooked for Arkansas is the play of their freshmen, Richmond and Knox. Those guys, talk about buying in. Those guys have bought into their roles. They're low maintenance. They play their asses off, and they've made big plays in big moments this year, and they can be counted on in certain situations. So, look, Boogie being reintegrated to the lineup, I think has been big. And you can go back weeks on this show. I've said it. I never bought into the, suck with Boogie, better without him thing. I think what you ran into was the natural progression of a team who was new hitting their stride in February. I think it would have happened with Boogie. And maybe there's elements of it where, hey, Nelly Davis got going a little bit and found himself a little bit, sure. But acting like Boogie was some sort of net negative and you were better off without him, I thought was insane. So now you add another creator, ball handler into the mix. He's finding his footing. He's got 2 more games under his belt. I think this is it's big for Arkansas. But I flip to the Texas Tech side. What's Chance McMillan's availability? That's really, really key here because against this Arkansas defense, you need to be able to have movement shooters and guys that can make shots off the bounce, and Chance is that. So I talked about the matchup with Toppin. I had Texas Tech advancing in my bracket. I have Texas Tech in an Elite Eight. I'll stick with my pick, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared of the Hogs at this point.
That's what I'm saying, man. I wouldn't bet it with McCall's money. Right, McCall? I mean, how you feel? I mean, if I was on the BetMGM app right now, I'm not looking at this game.
No, I'm not looking at this game, and it's to what Mike was saying too. Everybody's saying they're better without Boogie Flan because John L. Davis has found himself. No, John L. Davis may have found something when Boogie Flan was out. Maybe that Coach Cal found something like, hey, look, this guy needs to have the ball in his hands. This guy's a creator. Like, go back and watch film from when he was at FAU. He's not a guy you can just throw in the corner and expect to make 3-point jump shots. He's a guy that needs to be in ball screens. He's a guy that needs to have the ball on outlets, playing in transition and playing fast in transition. And adding Boogie Flan back just gives them another weapon. It doesn't take away from what John L. has done. And maybe they've all figured something out, which makes them really dangerous. Grant McCaslin, this Texas Tech team with JT Toppin, McCaslin, when he was at North Texas, it was all about less possessions. Let's slow the game down. We don't want to play fast. We want to slow it down, and we're going to play these games in the 50s. Well, when you look at this Texas Tech team now, I mean, they're 24th in the country in total offense, over 80 points per game. So he's evolved as a coach, and the job that he's doing right now is not getting talked about enough. It's really not.
Totally.
This is an interesting matchup. This is an intriguing matchup. This is a matchup in the Sweet 16 that we're not talking about enough. We want to talk so much about Florida and Maryland. We want to talk so much about Auburn and Michigan. We want to talk about, Tennessee and Kentucky. But this one, this is intriguing.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
This is awesome.
All the fans that bought their tickets on SeatGeek, they better have their Mando on tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, they're going to be sweating because this thing is going to be nip and tuck. I will tell you that right now. It's got everything we need. It's like Wayfair. Mike LaTulip, you like how I worked all that in there? I thought that was pretty good, like a NASCAR driver.
Wayfair. Way to bring up Wayfair. Wow.
I was just looking at the bottom of the screen. And
I think I got this desk on. I think I get this desk on Wayfair, by the way. I think I did.
Just what you need. They got just what you need, baby. And you know what? You probably made a couple bucks to buy it from BetMGM on some playing with the big dogs. LaTulip, go ahead.
I will say it's not often that you have the 3 seed playing against the 10 seed, and the 3 seed can kind of get a little bit of nobody believes in us